Good Saturday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. This is your weekend outlook for July 12th and 13th, 2014. And we're going to have a pretty decent weekend overall. Probably about three-quarters of it will be a nice weekend. So it's going to be kind of a close call depending on where you live as far as what you consider to be a very good weekend. I would say anywhere from this area that I'm circling right here would be in for a gorgeous weekend alert. Areas to the northwest here, I don't know about that. I think it's going to be, there might be some showers and thunderstorms that interrupt your weekend. Might be first on Saturday afternoon, if the NAM's correct. I'll show you that in a second here for northeast PA. Just a pop-up shower or thunderstorm, and then a line of storms that are going to make its way from northwest to southeast. What looks to be Sunday evening. So we'll take a look at that here in a second here. But right now, this is the setup for Saturday. High pressure off the coast here now, and being in this position, winds are now out of the south, so we're not dealing with any onshore flow whatsoever. So temperatures are going to warm up a little bit here today, but I don't think we're getting too much into the humidity yet here, because this high pressure is still almost due east of the area here. If it was down here by heading towards Bermuda, then it would be a little bit different. We'd have a return flow around it, and you talk about humidity increasing. So I don't think it's too bad today. Still lower humidity. Temperatures are going to be on the warm side, though, and above normal for this time of year. And we're going to get into, before we get to the NAM here, I want to take this a little bit further here and get into the next threat. Now, this is Sunday afternoon and evening, and you do see some showers and thunderstorms here coming across our area in the form of a line here. So we're not looking. We're just looking at a line of showers and thunderstorms that's going to move in the evening here. Now I'll go over to the NAM high-res future simulated radar. This is actually starting off with Saturday afternoon. You see what I mean here about the isolated thunderstorms that are popping up here, shower or thunderstorm? Very, very isolated. So don't be surprised if you do see that. For most areas, though, it does remain mostly sunny. But across northeast PA, the NAM's trying to put this little bit of a couple pop-up showers and storms here on Saturday late afternoon and evening here. So just be aware for that. If that does occur, it'll be very isolated. The more concentrated threat we think is going to be here on Sunday. And here's a look at some early convection here popping here Sunday morning over the eastern areas here. Now what's going on here is there's a warm front that's going to be pushing through here, and the NAM is very slow to move this out. So what I think is going to end up happening Saturday or Sunday morning is we're going to have some clouds in the morning breaking for sun in the afternoon, and some clouds left over with this warm front until this pushes through. This warm front is actually situated right across here like this and pushing up north to the northeast, and hasn't gotten through according to the NAM here on Sunday morning. So we'll have at the very least clouds and maybe a shower to start early in the day. And then as we get a little bit further here, you go to the next frame here, it's really starting to push away here. It does have a shower, a couple showers still in northeast PA here in the early afternoon. And then that front moves to the north, and after it does so, then a line of storms we're expecting to come through here in the evening hours. Now this has a lot of, it looks like an ominous look to it here, but this has a lot more bark than bite here. This is just indicating heavy rainfall. And we're not looking at severe weather on Sunday. If it happens, I would be very surprised. Might be some gusty winds with it, but I really think the primary threat here is very heavy rainfall. And because you have those big drops falling, and it's going to limit the amount of evaporational stuff going into the storms here. So we're not talking about some really gusty winds. Might have some gusts, above 40. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens here. But this is primarily a heavy rain, quick torrential downpour thunderstorm like you would get typically in the summertime, and that's going to be for your day on Sunday. And this is this particular image here I'm showing you here now is 8 p.m. Sunday. So this will move through, and I do think that all the areas will get into it as it moves southeast, but this is very late in the evening here. So this is like, if it's 8 o'clock and this is the first precipitation you're getting down here towards the Lehigh Valley, back towards the lower Susquehanna Valley, that makes for a pretty good weekend if you can get anything at that point so far. So that's what I said down here in this area here would be your best areas to have a gorgeous weekend straight through, because this area here is really rain-free the entire weekend on the NAM here until this line comes through later Sunday. Head back to the models here, the global models here, and take a look at late Monday. There's going to be a prefrontal trough that's going to be setting up over our area here, and this prefrontal trough is going to extend out like this here, and right along that prefrontal trough will be the focus of showers and thunderstorms. And there could be some severe weather with that. The Storm Prediction Center actually outlined this area here that I just outlined too, and this is going from the Tennessee Valley all the way up to the Mid-Atlantic here. So this is an area here that we're looking for on Monday anyway for an increase in severe weather. Unlike Sunday, you're going to be a little bit more a chance of some wind gusts above severe limits. So I would expect the SVC to put up a slight risk as long as that holds as we get a little bit closer to it. And then the next threat we're going to be dealing with after that is going to be on Tuesday. Tuesday starts off with partly cloudy or whatever, and then we get into some concentrated showers and thunderstorms here in the afternoon. This is along a cold front in association with this area of low pressure that's moving up through the Great Lakes. So a cold front sitting back here like this. Very strong cold front and some really chilly air coming in behind this. I don't think it's going to get to our area here. Back here in the Midwest, here up by Chicago and places like that, we'll be stuck in the upper 60s to low 70s for highs. I don't think we get that chilly. We'll be probably upper 70s to near 80 for a couple days, but really not cold. Or this supposed polar vortex people are talking about. This is one of the most overplayed things that people have been talking about the last couple of days in the media, and it just ticks me off. Not a polar vortex. This area low pressure is going to send this cold front through our area. Again, we're going to deal with severe weather here on Tuesday, and it's still in the picture. It's going to be dependent on timing this frontal boundary. The GFS is very fast with this. It brings it in actually early in the day on Tuesday, which would eliminate any severe threat, but the Canadian and European models are both slower, bring it through about 18 hours later, which makes a big difference in timing, and that would allow for some severe weather here on Tuesday, which would be mostly a wind threat once again. So we get a little bit closer. We're going to look into this probably later in the weekend, and we'll put out any maps we need to on the Weather Alert Maps page as we get a little bit closer, and that probably would be for Sunday. So look for that late in the weekend, and we will update on the Facebook page when it is ready to go. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and as your weekend outlook for July 12th and 13th, 2014, have a great weekend.